Hello, dear colleagues. Congratulations on the start of our course. We really hope you will enjoy your learning. Motivation is a very powerful tool in education. In fact, it's the most important, most essential component. We know that life in the 21st century changes rapidly, and people need to be able to adapt to different situations and be flexible in order to be successful. Everyone wants to be successful, but not everyone can be because of a lot of factors. Of course, how a person views success and failure depends on the individual and their own circumstances. Some people give up after their first failure, while others accept failure as a useful learning experience, viewing it as another step towards success. Very often, our goals are closely connected with our dreams. There are some people who follow their dreams by setting their own small achievable goals and by overcoming numerous barriers. And there are those who must be continuously motivated and pushed by the others in order to achieve their goals and dreams. And of course, working towards success is also about taking risks. Before we start to talk about students' motivators, we should focus on the things that inspire teachers to do their best in daily school life. Students and teachers' motivations cannot exist separately. If teachers are unmotivated, of course, they cannot inspire their students. And an unhappy teacher cannot make students happy. This is like two hands of one body. Recognizing, of course, that every teacher is an individual with personal needs and values, there are still much in common between teachers from all over the world. Having asked teachers from different countries this question, it was determined that there are four main factors that seem to motivate teachers: respect, income, enjoyment, and environment. First, teachers are motivated when they are respected by their students, colleagues, parents, and society in whole. It is motivating for them when they feel they are an important branch of their country. Second, an essential motivator is salary. Educators feel motivated in their job when they can afford their basic living expenses and maybe even a few extra purchases without having to think about the ways to get supplement their income on the side. This is related to the third factor that motivates educators: enjoyment. And the last but not least, the fourth factor is the environment in which teachers work in. Relationships and attitudes are vital. Everyone likes to be rewarded. Moreover, if teachers have opportunities to develop themselves professionally, cooperate with others, and exchange experiences, all this makes them motivated. And now, dear friends, let me introduce our special guest, real superstar, John Silver, who will continue to talk on the topic.
My name is John Silver, and I am a regional English language officer with the U.S. Department of State. IRYNA Ponomaretts invited me to speak with you today about teacher motivation. Um, I've been working with teacher training projects for about 25 years. Some of you may know me from my time as Relo in Ukraine from 2016 to 2019. Um, my talk today will be divided into two parts. We'll speak to you what is motivation, what it means. And the second part will be about how we best serve teachers to motivate them and design effective teacher training workshops. So, first off, what is motivation? Um, Motivation is something that you all know about. It's what brought you here. You came to watch this video for varied reasons, which could include personal advancement, salary increase, usable material for your classroom, and of course, the all important certificate that many people receive for attending and participating in teacher trainings. Um, as I think many people know, uh, the types of motivation have long been divided into intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic being doing something for your own personal reasons or edification, education, and extrinsic being some sort of external factor that brings you to the training or the type of motivation. Um, Extrinsic could be being certified through your Ministry of Education or your university or your school, something that you have to do. I like to think, though, that there is a more blended type of motivation that includes both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. This is something that I've noticed when working, especially with Ukrainian teachers, that the intrinsic and the extrinsic, they come together. People must be certified through their institutions, but they also have very personal and professional reasons for wanting to improve because they want to be a better teacher. They need the material for their class, and they want to be a part of the international community of teachers. So I think that when we're looking at motivation, we need to think about this blended model, this what I call the sweet spot of motivation that many Ukrainian teachers fall into. So, how do we serve? How do we help teachers through this through this method? I like to recommend that when designing teacher training workshops or seminars, that there is a 20-80% balance between theory and practice. Theory is important. We need to know why we're doing what we're doing in the classroom, why what is being presented is relevant. And if you have an hour for a workshop, I would say that 20% should be spent talking about why it is that we're doing this, and 80% practice, giving the teachers the chance to use the material, to practice with it, to pretend that they're the students or the pupils in the class who get to use this activity or game or whatever it is that is being presented. And finally, I think that it's critical to give teachers the time to talk and discuss the workshop or the materials in the workshop. Again, with my experience with Ukrainian teachers, people really like to talk about their own experiences, and giving the teachers this time to talk about what works for them or what their personal context is very much not only useful but appreciated, and it shows the teachers that that you care about what they have to say. This can include the use of groups or pairs or breakout rooms if you're doing something virtually. That's it from me. I'd like to thank you for listening. I wish you the best with your own teacher training experiences, whether you will be presenting or attending. And I'd like to say, please stay safe out there and have fun with your teaching. Goodbye.
Dear John, we are extremely grateful for your valuable support of the course. Thank you so much.